Welcome back, everybody. Brothers on Sports Talk, episode 41. Yo, we're going to be talking about the Nets woes. Is Philly underappreciated? Are the Suns the favorite in the West? What about them Titans after that big pickup? Are they the AFC favorites now? Aaron Rodgers saga. What do we think was going to go on? Are we tired of it? What's going on with it? And then Major League Baseball. Y'all got some crazy stuff going on. You know what I mean? It's getting kind of crazy. It's getting real interesting, too. You know what I mean? But we're going to definitely start out with the Nets. Crazy injuries. Injuries this whole playoffs. That's what I was trying to say before. Injuries. But, I mean, the Nets, they went from the team that I definitely don't want to win to, I don't know, I'm curious now about some things that I might wind up rooting for. That's crazy. But they 2-2 now. Milwaukee look good at home. They did what they were supposed to. But with Kyrie hurt, you know, what's everybody thinking about? Well, we know what Big Baby Davis, remember him from the Celtics? We know what he was talking about. So because he gets my Pharrell Award. He talking about that's karma because Kyrie Irving stepped on the mascot of the Celtics or something, stepped on his foot. Pharrell, right? We're in the playoffs, like, trying to win a championship, and you out here talking about it's karma because he stepped on a mascot's foot. Really? That tells me that's... Come on. Forever. Anyway. But now with Kyrie out, James Harden's out, they both out for Game 5. I want to see Kevin Durant say, yo, I'm Kevin Durant. I'm the best player. I'm tired of everybody talking about me, that I got to join it with all these people. And he come out here and get like 45, 50 carry mugs. You know what I mean? And how he dominate the game on both sides of the ball. I want to see that. And if that happens, I'm cheering for them to win. If the other two can't come back, I want to see that because I believe that's what he could have been. That's the problem. That's the problem. We out here, you should have been, why? Why you need to get all these extra people and extra teams to win? Same thing like LeBron type stuff. Why you got to be loading up teams? This is why people be like hard on y'all. Do it now. You do it right now in Game 5. Hey, you at home too? You got to give me one. You're supposed to be the best. You got to give me one out of these two. And the easiest one, obviously, is this one because it's at home. Your role players should shoot better. You know, the fans going to be behind y'all. So, you know, when the fans are cheering, you know, that second, third, fourth option or specialists off the bench, that's when they perform. So, Kevin Durant, you got to do enough to get one, which should be this one. You got to get Game 5 because if you don't, it's over. You got to get Game 5. And show that you are Kevin freaking Durant. And just be like, yo, that's me. I don't need nobody else. I just chose to have them. I'm still the best of them. I want to see that. I want to see that. You know what I mean? Can he get one? Is the series over? Is Milwaukee won it already? I'm going to tell you after Game 5. I know that's a little cheap, but I want to see Kevin Durant. You know, because you know the coach is going to be up in the official's face talking about he's getting fouled all the time by P.J. Tucker. And I love that basketball. It reminded me of like the Bulls, Pistons, Knicks, you know, Knicks, Bulls, Knicks, Heat. I love those physical series back in the day. That's what it reminded me of. I like that. You know what I mean? But I think everybody just realized, well, everybody figured anyway, that this was going to be the finals. You know, but on this day, 2009, my Lakers beat Orlando with Dwight Howard for LA's 15th championship. Kobe was finals MVP, you know what I'm saying, over Dwight Howard. And then Dwight Howard going to try to come back on our team. He couldn't play with Kobe. He couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle it. They kicked him out. He bounced all over the league. La, la, la. And then Kobe got it. And then, you know, Dwight Howard was a role player for LeBron. Da, da, da. Got him a ring. Cool for you. Cool for you. But now he's on Philly's team. And the way I'm saying, good for you, good for you. You know what I mean? Are we like underappreciating Philly? Like we underappreciate Dwight Howard? Is that what's going on? They were the number one team. They were the number one seed in the East. I think everybody forgot that. And Joel Embiid missed how many games? Because if he didn't miss those games, he's the MVP of the league. He's the MVP of the league. And we saw what the MVP of the league did with his. We'll get to that. But he would have been the MVP of the league with the best record in the East. That's how good they were. And they still was the number one team in the East with him missing games. Nobody talking about them, myself included. I was talking about the Bucks, the way they put it on Miami, and the Nets, the way with all their superstars. I figured that was the finals. I felt like the winner of that game, that series, was gonna win the whole thing. You know what I mean? But we forgot about Philadelphia. You know what Joel Embiid can do. I mean, come on. So, I think Philly's being very disrespected, and they're gonna use that to their advantage. But I'll tell you what, some trending up, trending down now, though. You know, because I think we know which way Philly's going. They're up. Atlanta's going down. But what's going to happen after that? But in the West, I got to say trending up is the Suns. The way the Suns put it back together after being down 2-1 to my Lakers. Put it back together. Chris Paul came back. Yeah, they had some injury luck, but they came back and put it to him. Won 3 straight, done. That's crazy. And then you go out and sweep the Nuggets. Now, I know they're without Murray, and I understand. But they still had the MVP of the league, who should at least got you one game. You got to at least get one game. You're the MVP of the league. You can't get one game? One? I'm just saying. You couldn't even get one game. But the Suns, they're trending up. Look at their team. You know what I mean? They're getting balance all through the spots. Because compared to my trended down team, which is Utah, and yeah, hey, I know Utah's up 2-1. I know they playing tonight. If they win 3-1, hey, maybe I was wrong. But 2-2, and then I was right. You know, either way I look at it, they're turning down. Because we saw what happened with the Clippers last series. They was down 2-0. And what happened? They came through. Yeah, it went 7, but they still came through. They came through when it mattered. You know what I mean? So, it's just something about the Clippers. I don't know. I won't put them out until they're out. Maybe it's that I don't want them to win so bad. I don't want to jinx it. So I'm like, oh, they can always win. Trying to do that reverse thing, right, Brandon, that you be trying to do? When you be trying to jinx mugs and everything. Everybody know. Everybody in our fantasy football leagues and everybody know. When Brandon calls them or texts them when they playing each other in fantasy or against their team, he'd be like, Brandon trying to jinx my team. Everybody know just as much as when we get bad trades from Dusty, right, Keith? That's what it remind me of, yo. That's crazy. But when I look at it, let's say Utah does win. Let's say they do win, though. I look at my trending up team with, you know what I'm saying, in the middle. They got Andre Ayton. And he is killing. He has improved dramatically. With Chris Paul there. I'm telling you, he has improved dramatically. He's a force on the inside. On both sides, offense and defense. He's like turning into a superstar right before your eyes. And ain't nobody seeing it. Then you got Mr. Buckets himself, Devin Booker, who needs to be a Laker. He can shoot from anywhere, one-on-one, create. He can do whatever he needs to do and pass. You know, then you got the ultimate leader in Pitbull and Chris Paul, who I'm happy for Chris Paul. Yo, he's in the Western Conference Finals again. Hey, this is your chance. You got scared by the injury thing. You thought it was deja vu again. Injuries went your way, and then it just built the whole team's confidence. The whole team is so confident, they went out and swept the MVP. And just did it like, here it is. We're going to take advantage of this because we've been there, and we lost that. So, hey, I'm happy for them. And I hope they keep trending up. You know what I mean? I think they're my pick. They're my fan to pick. I want him to get a ring. I feel like he deserves a ring. And the coach is the coach I wanted for my Lakers. You know what I'm saying? But hey, nobody want to get me that. So, I mean, that's what it is. I'm pulling for the Suns. We'll see how it goes. But let's kick it off to some football now. The big splash. Julio Jones. He wanted out. He wanted to win. And here we go with the Titans. So what's the thought about that? Everybody's talking about they the favorites now. Are they the favorites? What would make them the favorite? We don't know what Julio's going to bring. Is he going to be healthy? You know, they lost their tight end, Jonnu Smith. I mean, everybody, how long is the running back will be the star? You know, whatever. There's a lot of questions, but I'll tell you what, they look good, yo. I ain't gonna lie. That team looks like it might be solid. It's up to the defense has to come through. I feel like, yo, they gonna be all right. And I picked the Colts. Remember, I picked the Colts to win the division and make it to like the second round and battle somebody to see if they can go to the AFC Championship game. And now I'm sitting here like, I feel like the Titans gonna win the division now. And I thought it was the Colts, but I feel more confident in that. I feel more confident in that group of players. Playoffs, I had them in the playoffs, wild card, lose first round. Now I'm looking at it like, I think you beat the Ravens. I think you can beat Pittsburgh or who else? The Chargers, any of them teams. It's just going to be a matter of, can you beat Kansas City? Can you beat Buffalo? You know what I mean? So, I mean, when you look at it like that, it's like, how many? And Cleveland. What about Cleveland? Yeah. I feel like those three teams. And now I feel like the Titans is with them with the 4. I think them 4. One of them 4 is going to win the AFC. You know what I mean? So, Cleveland. I mean, what's Baker going to do? And then we look at Kansas City. You already know what they doing. You know what I mean? Titans, with that pickup. That changes everything because in our fantasy focus, when we look at our fantasy focus, all right, so where's Julio go now? Where was he going to go before? I was hearing anything from 3rd round to 7th round. And now with AJ, does that put him up higher? I think he's still about the same. I would not go higher than 4 for Julio Jones. I would not. AJ on the other side, I feel like I would take him at 4. I would put him slightly ahead of Julio just because I feel like Julio's gonna get a lot of attention. You know, I just think that's what it's gonna be like. Tannehill, before this trade, Tannehill might not be drafted. Right? Come on, he might not have been drafted, even in the 2 QB. You get a backup. Come on, I feel like he might not have been drafted. Seriously, now, he's not top 10 or nothing, but. Will he end the season as a top 10? Yo, I'm sitting here like, yo, could he be the quarterback sleeper that ain't nobody talking about? Because he can scoot a little bit too. Remember, he was a wide receiver too. He could run a little bit too. I'm just saying, I feel like he could be the biggest sleeper out of all the skill players, including Derrick Henry. Because I feel like Derrick Henry's still going to be a, not first, but maybe 2nd round pick. One of the two. He's either 1st or 2nd round. It don't matter how you play it, how you slice it, how many teams in it, PPR, whatever. It don't matter. He's still going to be in the top 2 rounds. AJ and Julio, like I said, you're looking at 3 to 7, 3 to 6, something like that. But I feel like Tannehill wouldn't have been drafted at all. And now you're looking at him like, he might be my QB2. Or if I got a low QB1, he could be my QB2 to make up the difference. Like, one of them is going to be all right for me. I think he moved up the charts big time. Another quarterback we talking about, Aaron Rodgers. Are we done with Aaron Rodgers? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of talking to Aaron Rodgers, yo. Somebody tell me how Jordan Love's doing. How's he doing in mini camps and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what if Aaron Rodgers, I don't know what he does, but he's got the news. He's got everybody like in his corner, like making the organization feel like crap, like they're the bad guys. All the organization needs to do is not trade him. Say, we want you back. We want you, Aaron. Put up a billboard. Put something in the paper. I don't care what you do. Send him a telegram, a singing, ha, 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 we want you back. I don't care. Don't trade him. Plus, what you going to trade him for? Some draft picks you don't know who's going to finish where. Wait till the end of the year. Show him the love throughout the year. Like, we want you come. La, 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 la. Make it like, hey, we tried to get with him. He wasn't trying to come back. So, now let's trade him and get some picks to make our team even better. Good thing we got Jordan Love. I feel like do it like that. The organization looks good. And it goes back against him. It goes back against him. That's what I think should happen. I mean, because Aaron Rodgers is going to manipulate it anyway. He wants to, like, oh, disrespect it. They didn't make any draft picks. Which the organization didn't help him very much. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know how this plays out. Who cares? You know how these things play out. So I don't know. It's always crazy. It's always crazy. Speaking of crazy, what's up with Major League Baseball? Yo, Major League Baseball got, he said this, she said this. Yo, after all the Astro stuff with all the cheating, now we got this going on, talking about balls or this, and now the pitchers. Remember we were talking about those no hitters. Now pitchers are out here using gels and all kinds of things to manipulate the ball. What the hell? Then the pitchers are talking about, no, they jacked up the ball. So a couple of years ago, they would hit more home runs, and which they did. It was crazy. So now this side's arguing about this side cheating. Before it was this side arguing about this side getting cheating. Everybody cheating. Everybody cheating. What makes it worse is when players come out and say, I think, if they want to stop free agents from getting paid a lot of money, we're going to mess the ball up and we're going to let the pitchers do these things so you can't hit 100 home runs and get a massive contract. We're going to say that you are average and lower your contract. When players are saying that, and then we got pitchers being asked, are you putting anything on the ball? Are you doing? And my man going to be like, I don't know what you want. I don't know how to answer that because it's been passed down from generation to generation, different secrets and everything. Yo, that means y'all say there, y'all been cheating forever. That means everybody's been cheating forever. So what y'all mad about steroids for? Steroids was probably the most exciting time in baseball in forever. Nobody cared about baseball. Sorry, Drew Harlow. But I'm just saying, baseball fell off. After back in the day when we had King Griffey Jr., we had the home run stuff with Barry Bonds. Then we had Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, all these, you know what I mean? So, but it was exciting. Chicks loved the long ball. There was all this stuff going on. Baseball was exciting. People paid attention to it. I feel like baseball fell way off. Even with stars like Albert Pujols, you know what I'm saying? And Mike Trout and all these superstars that they could have marketed, and nobody markets anybody. It's ridiculous. There's so many players that can be marketed and make so much money and push something for baseball. It takes some cheating shit for us to pay attention to Major League Baseball. But it's interesting. The Houston Astros stuff was huge. I listened to it all the time. I wanted to hear about the buzzers. I wanted to hear about this. I wanted to hear about all that. Because I thought that was like, oh, that is crazy. You know what I mean? And so when I heard this, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Pitchers are talking about doing this. And then they're talking about, everybody knows what's going on. We want them to use something because they throw so fast. Yo, let everybody cheat. Everybody can cheat then. Make baseball the game that you cheat. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And then what they say, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I don't know why I said it like that, but that seems like with that kind of... It sounds like they went together. Come on. Keep cheating. Baseball's better when you cheat. Baseball is better when you cheat. Cork the bats. Use pine tar. Use anything you want. Saliva, scrapers, blades. I don't care what you use. Cheat. I want the score to be like 35-38. I want to see all kinds of stuff going on. That would make it way more fun. Way more fun. Come on. It's crazy. Baseball's got to do something to shake it up and make it like super crazy. Do it. Who cares? You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So and what y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Does that make it more interesting to watch? I don't know. Who's going to win tonight? I think Philly's going to take the command at 3-1 lead. Kansas for Embiid. Yeah, represent Iverson was this dude though. What's up, Drew Mills? What's up? What's up? 540 Chopper. Hit me back. Let me know what's going on. Jay Holly and Prime, keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate y'all, man. Relatives on Sports Talk. See y'all next time.